situation for Marlena. Here she goes. Got it! Heading for home. And it looks like Goldstein will have it. Abby Goldstein, the freshman. And he's off cleanly. Hebert pacing the pack. It's Harvard going 1 and 2, and Hebert takes it. Clean start and a quick start for the two Harvard sprinters. Out in front, it's Olivia Gauntlet, and she will cruise to the end. Maya Miklos, the time to beat is 1:17.33. It looks like she's got more than enough to take that, and Miklos wins the 500. Miles Marshall coming around the final turn. Marshall won't break a minute, but he'll have certainly more than enough to win the events. Rosie Musa, and Musa gets off to a quick start, and she's got the early lead, but looking on the outside, it's Alexandra Lee. Musa in front. Two freshmen battling here at HYP in the 800, and it will be the Harvard freshman rumbling to the finish. Meekins ready to pass her as they come around for the final turn. Meekins out in front, and it will be Harvard taking the 200. They'll be close. It's Collar putting on the Jets, and Collar helping Harvard to a relay victory. Picking up some serious ground on Osborne, and she's going to pass her before the final transfer. Micah Meekins, the sophomore. Thanks to the great third leg by Karina Joyner, Harvard set up to win the mile relay. But around the final bend comes the Crimson, and they'll finish things off with a relay victory.
They're off cleanly here.
Great start from Hebert there. It's like a Thrush moving past you, not slow. Thrush, what speed coming around with it. 150 to go.
Really lengthening out his stride. Gary May and Thrush, freshman from Harvard, coming even with 400 to go.
Look at that, Thrush. Rodney. What a Thomas, Harvard, first.
Very quick 7.
Gabby Thomas, so impressive yesterday in prelims. She's right there in the middle as they head to the finish. It's Thomas again by a mile.
124.89 and 600. The top two are starting to separate themselves from the field. It's really the top two seeds appear to be the class of this field. Langstaff's not giving up, though. Look at this. He's giving Marshall a run for his money.
Stride for stride, trying to hold up. Marshall looking to pull ahead on the final straightaway. Miles Marshall, an elite runner in this 800, will repeat as champion. It's Gillespie, Berardo, and then Alonso running in that order. It was Gillespie who had the lead early, and she's trying to hold Berardo off.
It's going to be tight.
Berardo's making her move on the outside, heading into the final straightaway. Can Gillespie hold her off? It'll be a tight finish, but Harvard's Gillespie takes it for the Crimson.
I fully expect this to be the Gabby Thomas show, considering her HEPS record is 0.8 of a second better than anyone in history. But Shamia Rothwell is such an incredible competitor. You know she's going to give it her best.
Rothwell trying to hold off Thomas, who is likely a better 200 runner than a 60 runner. She just blows people away over the back half of her races and is doing so again. Easy for Gabby Thomas. Pass him on the outside.
Sauer's got guns. I can't believe he took the lead when he did, but he's going for it.
He did it going into the last lap. Marshall pulling ahead down to the stretch. Harvard and Marshall take it back. Columbia with the lead, followed by Penn. Uche Wanguu. Gabby Thomas has a lot of ground to make up.
Are you kidding me?
Gabby Thomas able to pass Wanguwu.
And Wanguwu went out in about 26. Thomas must have gone out in 24. The split on this baby is going to be legendary.
We'll see if Thomas, did she go to the tank a little bit too early? She's been able to maintain that lead. Wanguwu is running in second place, gaining on Thomas. Wanguwu, the freshman, can she pass the junior legend from Harvard? The answer is no.
She's the only athlete from Harvard, athlete from run under 24 flat. Now on the outside, Irby, the Georgia freshman, jumped for some spectacular 200-meter times and will rabbit that Gabriel Thomas. But I will tell you that strong finisher, so don't let that lead right now fool you. It is Thomas in the lead. And here comes Irby. Does she have enough real estate? Is going to get Gabriel Thomas. Does she? Now she just sets the collegiate record. 22:38. Erasing Bianca Knight from the record books. That record is held since 10 years now. 2008. And boy, did she time her peak beautifully. A big personal best to get into this final and get the preferred draw. 22:41 the time to catch, and she caught it. Well, there's just a level of intensity down there on the track right now, Dwight, that, you know, I just don't think people can understand for us to describe. Athletes are just stepping up and just performing at their absolute best. We saw it with Elijah Hall in the 200, and here we see Gabrielle Thomas. I guarantee she's never put an effort in like this. She ran hard to chase somebody down. Now she's running scared that people are after her. Just great performance after great performance here in this meet today.
So 2 collegiate records, one in each of the 200s, the men and the women. By the way, Lena Irby in second place. She set a personal best of 22:55, but Gabrielle Thomas had to break the collegiate record to win this race, and that's what she did. Henderson second, Irby third, and our champion is downstairs with John.
Gabrielle Thomas, Dwight, not only Harvard wicked smart, but wicked fast. That's a collegiate record. Take me through this race again.
For me, you know, last year I came in dead last in this final with a really bad race. So I spent all year kind of mentally preparing and focusing on the discipline. And then I came out with a record, and it's amazing. It's really amazing.
There they go, women's 100 hurdle finals. Good start in the middle. Joyner, Rothwell, Bygrave all there. Rothwell and Joyner, your top 2. Snake is closing on the outside. Final hurdle for Jamia Rothwell. It's Jovan Williamson with the lead as they turn for home. Wiseman's there, Freeman's there. Matthew Hurst is there on the outside. Williamson gritting his teeth, pulling it away. How's this for a freshman debut? Jovan Williamson takes the win. We come to the anchor leg. It's Harvard's Olivia Okoli trying to hold off Penn Cecil N.A.
Looks like Harvard's going to get this. Their exchanges certainly were not pretty, but they're going to get the 10 points.
Well, speed kills even with a sloppy exchange. Harvard wins the 4x100. The Ivy record wind legal is 11:24. Watch that clock as Gabby Thomas takes off. It's Thomas and McCorkle with Okoli in third. Gabrielle Thomas pulling away her 21st HEPS championship, and it's 11:28. 21 wins. It's a clean start this time, and just like that, Thomas has caught up to NA.
Incredible. I mean, she makes it the stagger in the first 30 meters.
Gabrielle Thomas looking for her 22nd Ivy HEPS win. She is way ahead of the pack.
She's not taking it easy. She's trying to go hard and at least get a good effort in here.
Gabrielle Thomas is a meteoric superstar, and she wins it again. Hurst holding on for first. Cornell looking to stay in second. Fields fighting with Freeman. Here comes Harvard. Keep your eye on the clock. The HEPS record is 3:10:37. Harvard does it! Sub 3:10! It's a HEPS record! With it, a full 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, 2.8 seconds she's got to make up. Can she do it? This would be one of the most legendary legs in HEPS history.
She is starting red hot. She's moved from 4th to 2nd. Her teammates rooting her on. Trying to chase down the Olympian in 2016, the Commonwealth Games semifinalist, and she is gaining ground. Obenga Crofi can feel her footsteps.
Oh my goodness! 25 high for Thomas at the 200.
Obenga on top. Does Thomas have one more memorable moment in store?
Here she comes. I think she's going to do it.
There's 100 meters to go. Akua Obenga trying to hold off Gabrielle Thomas. Does Thomas have anything left? Here they come to the finishing line. It is so close. The dip. Thomas got it. Harvard does it. Oh my!
Briscoe is going to be out of lane 6. Thomas in lane 4. And Briscoe always gets out well. Spectacular start. Already making up the stagger on Jasmine Camacho Quinn out in lane 7. And Lauren Rain Williams, the freshman from Oregon, also right there. Gabby Thomas needs to move it. Remember, it's the top 2. Briscoe now fading. Now Thomas takes over, and right next to her, Angler analyst